Hello and welcome. I'm Elizibar, and this is kind of a really stupid name, Mary Jane Black Cat Beyond. Was there an event called Beyond or something going on at this time? This is a couple months old now, and it got lost. In fact, the copyright date on the back is 2021. It got lost because it was it somehow got like mixed up in all my issues of Vampirella Dracula Unholy, a love story, which I haven't read yet. I got 6 issues of it. Although I lost two of them, I've only got like four right here. I'm not sure what's up with that. So anyway, as a backstory as to why I didn't review this sooner, is it literally got lost in the shuffle. Kind of a sad state of affairs. And here's my review summed up. I had a ton of fun reading this. Kind of like, geez, was it a year, 2 years ago now? Whenever the Amazing Mary Jane book was going on, I really enjoyed that. Mary Jane having to deal with, the new Sinister Six or Savage Six or whatever Vulture called his dudes. Like, all that was fun. Mysterio, like, taking the identity of a film director was fun. It was just fun. And I guess somehow all this stuff is important with what's going on in Spider-Man or whatever, but that story stood on its own. And if you ignore the context of why Peter Parker's in the hospital, which I have no idea what the context is, this book is still fun. So I would just say that I had a lot of fun here. And the only mistake this book really made, this inside front cover thing. I have no idea why Marvel does this. Right here. It's stupid. Why are you putting in a text splash? You know what should have been on the front cover? Or inside front? Boom. There you go. Let's show people something. This may not be the best thing, but this would have been better than what they did. And if you really, really, really feel the need to give that text explanation, which I didn't even read, I read none of this, then you can put that on this page where nobody cares, because we can immediately jump over to here and start reading the book. Where Black Cat goes to the hospital where Peter Parker is. He's laid up. You can see him right there. Mary Jane was watching him, but bum bum bum. It's the Hood, a villain I could care less about. So the story here is that the Hood lost his namesake Hood. It got eaten by some kind of magic demon that Hawkeye bought from Count Nefaria. Yeah. Anyway, and he wants his hood back. So he's hiring the Black Cat to steal it for him. And he's using the threat of killing Peter Parker and Mary Jane as his leverage. Well, Mary Jane and Black Cat go out to do the job. They team up, although Black Cat doesn't really want her to, or want Mary Jane along for the ride. Mary Jane insists, and it comes in handy later on. Well, when I say later on, I really just mean like Count Nefaria, who apparently likes movies. And somebody could go, oh, this is like terrible, SJW, whatever, or something like that. Like, I'm sure somebody did. I don't care. I don't care about Count Nefaria, but I do like, a major cinephile, because apparently that's what he is, being into meeting an actress. So she wows him, and then the two of them, they get like a list, and they go on a villain whatever spree. Like, they just have a good time for a page dealing with all the villains that were involved with that fight with Clint Barton. Except for one, Tombstone, who's looking real menacing there in the shadows. He looks really cool. And so, this book is just like an abbreviated heist movie. We didn't really get the practice part of the heist. They just kind of talked about the heist, and then they just jumped into it, which is fine. I'm a sucker for heist movies. We got a heist movie right here. The action is brief, but really good. I mean, look at these shots of just like going down and heist in here. It looks awesome, dude. Like, it looks great. If all modern comic books put out by the big two looked this good, their sales would be better. Here's a tip, though. They don't look this good for the most part, and their sales are kind of bad. So, Tombstone chases her down, but there's a twist. Of course, there's a twist. And at the end of the day, the two of them, they get together, and I love these like that facial expression from Mary Jane over there, like covered her face up, but she's still peeking through her fingers. I love it. It's fantastic. That actually feels kind of like something a real person would do. And the two of them have some great conversations. They make some jokes with each other. It's actually really heartfelt, really kind of heartwarming. It's fun. It's pleasant. Nobody but some villains that nobody really cares about ended up getting made fun of or looking bad. So it's like good, clean comic book fun. Where is this kind of comic book entertainment? Why is this just in some random one shot? Like, why isn't this in every Spider-Man book, every X-Men book, every Avengers book, every, okay, maybe not Batman book, because Batman's kind of like dark and brooding all the time, but this was just good, clean fun. And I liked it. And the chemistry between them two, as written here, was a lot of fun because they had some banter back and forth. And the best part is, nobody stopped at a cafe to get coffee. They just went on an adventure. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great one. Hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye bye.